In this module, we will show you how to set up a task manually. For example, we will go to the Explorer tab and locate the client and the folder in which we wish the task to reside. Right-click on the folder to bring up the Options panel, and using a left mouse click, click on the Add Task. The New Task panel will appear. Tasks can be used for renewals, new business quotes, claims, and any action that is to be taken on any project by anyone in your organisation. In the description field, make sure you put in the client's name, and in this case, as it is a renewal in relation to his computer insurance, we will also note that in the description field. In the field below, you will see how the task has been named and how it will come up in your task list. This is followed by two checkboxes, the first of which is public. When you check this box, everyone in the office will see the task. If this box remains unticked, this task will only be on your task list. In a moment, we will show you how you can add people to this particular task. When you tick on the high priority tick box, it will insert the word high in red in the task record. When you set up a task, a reminder is automatically generated and the start date is where you set the commencement of the task. It is this date the task will appear on your task list. When setting the due date, it must be later than the start date, and in this case we will set the 29th. When you click on the Add Participants drop-down box, a list of everyone in your organisation will appear. You select the person you wish the task to be assigned to, then click Add Participant. They will then be listed in the existing participants panel, and the task will appear on their list. If you wish to remove a participant from the list, just right-click on them. Once you have completed the task panel, click on the Add Task button to save it. This will bring up the task window and you can see the information you have added together with the red flag in the priority field. At this point, it is important to add a note, setting out the instructions relevant to the task. Click on Add a Note to bring up the Add Memo Text/Files panel, where you can type in your note in the left-hand side of the panel. Notes can be as big as you like. However, keep them concise and to the point to ensure a smooth workflow. Once you have added your note, you can add files from your server. For example, we will grab this Word document and bring it in. Then we can go to Outlook and select the emails that are related to this renewal by holding down the Control key and selecting the individual ones. Then by holding down your mouse key, you can drag them down onto the Organise icon on the bottom toolbar. This will open up the Add Memo Text Files panel, where you can drop them on the right-hand side. You can see there is a little note on the end of the arrow. Let the files go and they will drop into this particular task. Click Save and your task window opens up where you can see the note on the left-hand side of the Notes section, with the time it was created. This is also your audit trail and cannot be altered. On the right-hand side, you can see the files you have brought into the system. If you want to see what any of these messages are about, we just click on them. You may now want to add another note to this task. For example, click on Add Note, and in the Add Memo text box, type in your new note. We called Steve about the quote. Click Save and the new note will be added at the top of the list. Now you also have some emails from Vero that you would like to add. Open the task, add a note, more files from Vero, then go to your Outlook and highlight the emails and drag them in. As you can see, the task is developing as you add everything that is connected to it. Now let's close this task. Now let's assume you have not set a reminder for this task. To find the task, you tick the Organise It button on the bottom toolbar. Click on the Explorer icon on the top toolbar to refresh your screen, then click on the Diary icon, which will take you straight to your reminders. As your task has not had reminders set, it will appear at the bottom of your reminder list. You may have chosen to add several tasks and not had the time to set reminders for all of them. You can sort all those to the top of your list by clicking on the Remind On heading in the Reminders list. To set the reminder, follow the procedure detailed earlier in this module. The hyperlink at the top of the panel will take you to the folder where this file resides. When you commence your day, you come into your diary and click on the Tasks button to see the current list of tasks to be dealt with. These tasks can be sorted by the due date column if required. In this instance, Mr. Jones is at the top of the list, and by double-clicking on his entry, the task with all its files and notes are there for you to deal with. If you would like to see every task that is currently outstanding for Mr. Jones, go to the blank field under the name heading and type in Jones. The list will then display all the outstanding Jones tasks. Obviously, if there are different Joneses in your list, you would have to have included his initial J. Under the full path name heading, you have the hyperlinks to send you straight to the folders for each of the tasks. If you right-click on the Show Task document, they are then listed, allowing you to select and send off to an insurer or whoever you want. That is how to manually set up a task in a client folder.